Hey guys, I know I posted yesterday, but I was reading something in the news and I just had to post again. According to the news, the Scottish National Party said that they were promoting a new drive for independence. Now, I don't know the whole story, I'm getting this practically off Yahoo, so it's not a very credible source, but I will quote, "The Scottish National Party used the anniversary of their union to launch a fresh drive for independence, saying that the majority of Scots and English want to separate." Now, I am Scottish. Live a Scot, die a Scot. I even got little brooches with the thistle, and yeah, so very Scottish. So basically this kind of reminded me of the whole Canada-Quebec issue. Quebec is a part of Canada. It is a province, but it is very different from Canada. And according to them, a vast minority of people in Quebec want to separate. So it's kind of the same thing, which is scary because England and Scotland have been united for 300 years. And on the 300-year anniversary, this is when the Scottish National Party says that they are promoting a new drive for independence. So I can see why England might be a little threatened by this. It's kind of like Canada. Quebec says it wants to separate. We're kind of like, hey, dude, you're a part of it. I'm not sure if Scotland can support itself as a country because it doesn't have a very large population. I know I'm speaking as a Canadian and we only have 30 million people, but Scotland only has 5 million people, according to this, and England has 50 million. So that is a big difference. And according to Yahoo, half of Scottish people, so 2.5 million Scots, live in England. So that means only 2.5 million Scots live in Scotland. I'm not sure if that population is a large enough population to support itself. If you have different values and different culture, you want to celebrate that. And I understand why people from Scotland would want to separate from the UK because of the history that they have together. And they are very different cultures. However, I also understand Tony Blair when he says, separation is a retreat into an old-fashioned view of the world that would be bizarre in the 21st century. Obviously Scotland isn't going to go all Braveheart on England's ass and, bring William Wallace back yelling freedom. But I don't know if the UK has the right to tell Scotland that they can't separate. So I don't know what to do. So the Scottish have a pretty brilliant campaign. They're basically saying in 1707 they had no right to choose whether to become part of England in the conglomerate UK. So now they're saying, that was in 1707, so now in 2007 they're saying, now you do have the right to choose. So it's basically the same referendum as Canada. They have a right to choose, and it's going to be interesting seeing what the Scottish people actually think and how this will turn out, because people don't understand how much this will change the UK. What you don't know is that there's a ton of things that Scottish people either invented or helped invent that you use every day. So this is my tribute to the home country. So basically, I don't know what to think. Blair says the Scottish people don't want independence. The Scottish National Party says that the Scottish people do want independence. But you have to think of the ulterior motives behind each party. Blair obviously doesn't want to lose Scotland as a part of the UK because it does have financial and military benefits for him. And the Scottish National Party obviously want their party to be elected into government. And I don't know, Scottish National Party kind of seems very extremist. I don't know about Scottish National Party policy, but it's kind of like NDP, they are far left, so they do want more radical changes than the current Scottish Party, whatever that Scottish Party is. I'm such a bad Scot, apparently. But I'm just saying it's going to be interesting to see what the Scottish people say. So my question to you guys is, should parts of countries or parts of conglomerate groups like the UK be allowed to separate? And if so, how should that go about? Should they separate completely, or should it be like Quebec is trying to propose, separate with benefits? So I don't know, but I'm definitely going to try and keep track of this issue and keep you posted. Anyway, later days.